Here we go again, doing it sound test 1, 2, 3. Are we ready? Here we go again. We are, good. Uh-oh. Something is really breaking my speed. And that's usually the point when you have things broken. Probably the fastest things I need to remove. We have some space trash floating around. Luckily we have a handy tool called Space Master, and we can stationarily move in. No trash interval, we don't need that. Fixed. Dum dum dum. Alright. Hello everyone. I'll be going through the workshop and see if there's anything interesting this week. And this also will be a video allowing me to show my creations on YouTube as well as on the workshop. As well, I've been busy lately and well, I just don't have the time to make a proper video for everything at once. So I'll just do it in this format. Starting out with, of course, the Carrack. The latest build I published Sunday, like a few hours ago, so that was yesterday. There we go. Rotating our camera. There we go. Right. So this thing is ready for planets. It has a limited hydrogen supply though, so you have to be quick about it. Refill. But overall a very efficient ship, both in space and in its assortment of thrusters. We got for once the old blues back at it. They will be strong enough, well just strong enough to get you off planet with the help of some of the hydrogen underneath. And the connector ports are down here, so you can fill it up over there. I should put myself offline, note for self next time. Then I decided to add some landing gears underneath here at the wings, just to give the ship a functional landing pad. We don't have anything up front because I felt like that would hamper the shape of the ship too much. And I liked the overall physique, so I kept it like this. Then we are here at the front hanger. Front hanger. We have the cockpit with an overall glass view for your exploration pleasure. And then the front hanger where you can stack in a small ship, which is sensor based, so when your engineer comes close you'll be able to get in, of course set to your faction and the owner of the ship. Directly let's give it a try. Let's put a M50 in here as I've shown on the screenshots, which directly links me to the M50. Right, so this is one of the racer ships of Star Citizen, the Origin made M50. It is a single seater, of course, a very light interceptor with two mounting points on each wing, where also you could instead put a missile launcher if you wanted to. Then in the cockpit we don't have a lot of information, but the information we get is the speed and the acceleration. And well, actually on the planet it's different. You see a different statistic with this script. You see the hydrogen consumption left in your supply, which in this case is only a few oxygen generators, which will produce hydrogen as fast as they can, but in survival I'm not sure if you will survive. Alright, so let me get this parked inside the Carrack. Just backed up, steady. Yeah, that was the spoiler. Luckily our spoiler is made out of Durasteel. And here we go. Auto locks enabled. And we also have JoetheAntipro joining our stream. Hello Joe. Let's see, turn this puppy off, and there we go. So that was the front hangar. We get here a double staircase up to the top, bring us to the main, well, living area slash the second hangar, where you can put your ship also through the top of the Carrack. This interior is mostly based on what I felt like. I just wanted to keep it spacious, but also keep it functional, with a refinery here at the back. So you can load up your cargo containers up top here, over there, or over here. Load them up and activate your refining. And Joe wants a beacon or something. Well, let's give him powers of masterness. There we go. That should work. Just find your nearest other engineer, Joe. Control space it so you can go to my place. Right, we see it's very bright in here. There's enough light to light up this complete ship, so that's good enough. Let's go quickly to the top deck. And in the top deck we have both our, I don't know, meeting room, exploration room, game room, whatever you make of it. And access, of course, to the bridge. And we have something shooting at us. Uh-oh. Somebody entered the building. Maybe a enemy. As this ship has some basic defenses, just 2 turrets on each engine nacelle and a missile port up front. Alright, so we got here to the bridge. We have a 3-seating bridge where you and your co-pilots will be seated, along with the engineers and navigators here on top. Loosely again based on what we see in Star Citizen concept art. This ship is not yet available in the verse, nor is it available for sale, so if you want one you're out of luck, or get to the grey market, of course, where you might find some. Okay, then let's take a quick look at the back. We have our main antenna over there. We have some other antenna-ish things. The jump drive poles, they would call it. And our engine room right under this overarching orb. So this whole thing is powered by a single large reactor, plus of course the storage in batteries riddled all over the ship. And we see Mr. Joe over there. Mr. Joe, what are you doing? He is flying a pinkish ship. I would call it a space dog, but that's up for him to decide. It could be a very unique fighter, of course. Alright. That's enough flying upside down. Did you just... Yeah, that doesn't look good. The color is just all the way terrible. Terrible, terrible color. Skin. Alright. Let's just quickly land the Carrack so it doesn't have to stay up in the air all the time. And we can compare it to the rest of the ships, as this is quite a large ship at the moment. I'll actually quickly get a Corvette in here from the Star Wars universe. See how that works out. Fire all cannons. Alright, it's not that impressive, but for an exploration ship, single missile battery will do fine. Just forward. And we're off. There we go. Landed and ready. Turn off the engines. There we go. The Anvil Carrack from Star Citizen. Next up, we had the M50, now we do the Razor. The Misk Razor is one, again, recently released concept art ship from Star Citizen. This ship is very specifically made for racing and not much else. Seen by it only sports two little tiny cannons under its main body, which are more of an afterthought than a feature. And of course the overall sleek look of a, well, modern day Formula 1 racer. So let's take this quickly for a spin and see if we can do a roll over our friend JoetheAntipro. Again, known for his walkers and some things else, although his computer never was good enough for planets, so he always went the theoretical route. Right. Seeing we're not drifting that much, again, this is the mod using aerodynamics, so I don't need my inertial dampness at all to keep me rolling, and actually I can point up and go up. Best mod in the game, it really enhances the experience. We can like stop on a whim or just tip down, and there we go. Making flying on planets a lot more enjoyable. So let's try to take down this little pink blob. What kind of dogfighting is that? Alright. Can we turn this around? And of course. Ah, good. Oh, I lost connection. Hello? Ah, such a shame. Alright. The Misk Razor, everyone. Blue one this time. Get it now in the workshop while you can. What's next? A little cargo buggy? Indeed. We have the MUV Argo cargo holder. For which there are two versions. One is the personnel version and one is the cargo version. Let's get the personnel as well. This one. Little tiny, I guess, worker bees you can call them. Joe, you can get in one, no problem. Alright. Then of course this one has retractable wings or landing struts. So for landing, as this ship is very much only a plateau to keep your carriage on, the whole back comes off once you disconnect it, like this. Aha! So it's just a simple merge block, making the ship a very small, light ship, easy to produce and to mass produce in lore. So that's how that looks. Of course, sporting the orange-black style as many of my ships, but this is again based on the concept art. The MPUAV? MPUV? I don't know. What should it be called? Oh, look at him. Being fast. Being steady. Go, Joe. I'll follow. If I can. Probably have to make sure that the landing gears are not connected at all. Unlock. Two to lock and unlock, one to reverse, and so two to lock, and then you can turn off your main engines if you want to. They don't really help. And of course turn on your merge block once you want to merge with a small section again. Again, pretty good ship in atmospheric flight because it's essentially just a flat surface which will catch the air just fine. Joe Boy goes again. What a man, what a man. Next time I'll force him to use this microphone, if he has one. Alright, stop right there. Pointing it up, I hope works. Yeah, just do a 360 no scope, no problem. And we're back to 0. Goodbye, Joe. Okay. So, then the more, one of the smaller builds I did, and actually the most popular one, the Cutlass Dragonfly. Oh wait, the Drake Dragonfly, of course. Dragonfly. Cutlass is one of the models. The Dragonfly is Drake's. And not to mistaken with the crappy Singer, but with of course the Star Citizen manufacturer. Alright, so this of course is a seat which looks a bit derpy, but oh well. Once Space Engineers actually gets us some biking seats, I'll have to do with this for now. So how this works, you just press K, controls are on top, I'm in the group. It's of course the control block just somewhere over here. Nice and up on top, and then control. Hey, go. We put on our dampness. We look at Joe's little flying brick again. It's less of a brick, more of a ship. Good job, Joe. And then we squash him. Damn it. No squashing today. Okay, so this one is just a simple bike. Shame I can't rotate around while in spectate mode, but I sure can fly using my controller. Hey, go. So this makes for a really nice personal transport, just getting you from place A to B while you freeze up in Space Engineers. There we go again. Always good to make space noises. Right, let's see if we can land this on top of the Carrack inside the top hangar bay. Rotating it back. Brake, brake, damn it. Good. And as we see, nice tight fit. Almost. We have to point it down just a bit. Doesn't really work this way. Although it's just the tightest fit ever, so some sparks may be getting out there. I hear somebody saying they need to make a mod to use a gamepad, but I'm actually using a gamepad right now, as you can see from the movement. Just an Xbox controller, or even a PS4 controller with some third-party software, and Space Engineers is good to go. But only if I... Ah! Joe also reached the front page. And there we go. The Go-Kart Racer, or Mario Kart, by JoetheAntipro. Such a nice thingy. Drive it fast, Joe. Go! It even has a small indication. What's it called? A number plate in my country, but nice. Just rolling on river, rolling into the sunset. We're just going places. Alright, let's just follow Joe, guys. Where is he going? This is probably the most expensive journey ever. Because, well, you just jump your car when you're there, because, well, you're out of fuel. Also, you're driving on uranium. Right. Cool, nice drifting. Uh-oh. I think I know what he's gonna do. This is called a crash course. He will crash into his other ship. At least that's my thinking. I could be a very wrong thinker indeed. Alright, good of you, Joe. We'll see when you get back how that works. I'll just keep you in the background. Something else. Is there anything else that was up this week? Ah yes. The semi-last ship that Drake Interplanetary developed in Star Citizen. It is the Drake Herald. I originally owned one of these, but decided it was not worth, so I sold it back. It's just, like, I like the ship, it's only a bit too weird for me. Too niche of a role to get me going in the verse, so I preferred my Caterpillar. And good job on destroying your own feet. Thank you. It's always when pasting in something too close to the ground, you have the possibility that it will just fill you. Don't it, Joe? Joe agrees. Joe needs to be shot. Joe will be shot. My elite automatic rifle. Die, Joe! And your silly car. Yes, I got him. Burn! Burn! Wait, where are you going? Just need your wheels smoking, that's all. Dramatic move. Uh-oh, he's getting out of here. Whoa! That was unexpectedly cool, Mr. Joe. Well done. that. Goodbye M50. Explosions are always good for a stream. Did I do the cutlass? I don't think so. I guess you all are also owed a TIE fighter. I just want to show how I iterated since last time on TIE fighters. Because my new design is quite a bit bigger than the old ones. If I know how to rotate one. And we can get the Mining Guild TIE fighter in here. And then we'll see how much of a change I made to the overall design of the thing, because the new one is actually block bigger on all sides, including the cockpit, which makes it more round and gives me less of a huge strut feeling, which we had previously with this, of course, needed supply of hydrogen to keep it afloat. And yes, I'm sorry that a TIE fighter doesn't actually have a twin ion engine, but in Star Wars ion engines are red and these are blue, so, or ours are blue, so these are yellow. That's close to red in my honest point of view. I could be wrong. Anyway, so this was the Mining Guild TIE fighter. We see here that it's only a few blocks wide, still having the lights of some description, and then the larger one. I have increased the wing height, not the span, only the height a bit, making it a bit more imposing to the rebels instead of these derpy little things that we previously had. Also allowing me to now use the red we have, what's it called, the corner lights. And well, this also gives me the opportunity to get this one working again. I'll probably update that later tonight, so it works the same way as my Razors do, because we all want to see how fast we're going in Space Engineers while not having a HUD to worry about. Again, reaching top speeds already, 250. And up, but making this really hard to steer. I'm trying the fullest now to steer this whole thing, and once I come down below the 200 meters a second, we see that it actually moves again. Yeah, like that. This is normal turning speed, and what we saw there was the aerodynamics kicking in and taking our ability to turn, which probably gives me again reason to add a few more gyroscopes on this one. As Poe Dameron said, damn, that really moves, or I paraphrase of course. Okay, and we have a little yellow guy floating there. Joe, where are you going with my TIE fighter? Did you just nick it again? I hate it when he does that. He's just this mute little thief. Where's the potato? There he is. Did he crash? Oh! I crashed. He's still alive. No fair. But life's not fair. Alright, that didn't go as well as I expected. Ooh. Some interesting things here. Well, let's then jump ahead to builds I really like on the workshop, which is one of these, the Imperial Star Destroyer. I hope the person who made it has put his name somewhere in here, because I couldn't remember for the life of me. Nor can I now look it up easily. There we go. Problem is, will this be able to float in atmosphere? It probably will. Uh-oh. It's coming down fast. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work, guys. Luckily we saved it before it crashed. Or was it luckily? I know how you guys feel about crashing things into planets, but I'd rather prefer to keep Joe steady-handed as he is now. It almost works. Shame we don't have any oxygen tanks to actually keep us in the air. What a bummer. No, we're not gonna paste an AT-AT in here, guys. I'm quite sure it will just fall down and end its own miserable life. What I am gonna do is show the ATDP, which is the Rebels show adaptation of the AT-ST. Of course, being a Rebel show, it looks a bit more derpy, but also menacing. However, it doesn't walk yet. I need to first update the balancing of the whole thing, although it stands on its feet at the moment. And of course I want to make this work properly, but perhaps black armor can help me figure out how pistons and this thing should work together. As it is now, it's a very interesting build indeed. I still have to update the whole forward looking area, but it already has a swiveling gun underneath to out with your enemies. And of course, just seats, because what else would you put in a walker? Don't you, Joe? And Joe just a little functional fighter. Probably not best in atmosphere. Certainly doesn't have any good wings. But it's probably better than what walkers ever will be. No, they're pretty cool. That's why I like them. I just want to make them walk. Damn it. But that's a project for soon. It will take huge steps, I'm sure of it. If it's huge steps for humanity, not so much. Let's get out. Go again. So Joe, what is your latest creation? And show me. Do you have one for me? Something interesting, something extraordinary. Do you? Joe? Where's Joe? Where'd he go? He just vanished, didn't he? I'll find him. Next. He's close. Ah. Aha. Let it walk. Remember, this is multiplayer, so it might break, but that looks creepy. It's a Spiderbot with crew and missile launches. Or is it an Antbot? It's both. And it's broken. Such a shame. But we can see the functionality here. Just reversing wings or legs. A really simple design actually. It's just a single leg. And then the wheels will make it wobble, as I said. Making it possible to walk forward. Could you try that again, Joe? Or are you out of... How did you get the purple helmet with the suit? I mean, that's purple, right? Or turquoise? That's too cool. I want one. Or is it again a bug in Space Engineers where you change your outfit, or maybe it's like saturation all the way up? Oh well. For later. We just have a block here now. My rock, Joe. Get off it. Or come get some. You made it, you space monkey. Alright, let's go to the last build of tonight. Some of you have seen it already, some of you don't. I'm not yet talking about this one, although it's very cool. I attempted my first building, let's say, which some of you might now recognize as previously shown when I had technical difficulties. But this is the racing start track from Star Citizen. Which is of course a very modular build. It's actually just a copy pasta of this section, which is one is the billboard section and one is the visitor section or the racer section, what you would call it. Because you load up here, you dock, and then you get into place on one of these sides. What I am to do is still add the exit platform, giving it more of a trace light kind of feeling, and the start segment, which probably will be a projected wall like we have in Star Citizen, blue projected wall, with a countdown light of some description or a timer that sets off a certain set of numbers. Much like the pod race, where we have the 3 lights in the middle and they start going, lighting up, and when a lap is complete, another one goes from red to green. But the build I wanted to show real quick, as it is already getting a bit long, this video, is... Do we have it here? No, we have to paste it in. It's the Caterpillar. My current small ship gone large, gone wild. I released it all the way back in, I guess, vanilla, perhaps early alpha, when we just got our merge blocks. That was the last block they released. And I thought, damn, that's good for modular ships. So I went ahead and searched out what's the most modular ship I can find in Star Wars or other. And then I found, of course, Star Citizen Caterpillar. And immediately was sold. That was going to be my ship. I was going to get it somehow in Star Citizen. And now I do. So, loading in. Joe is with us. And there we are. So, again, this is a small ship gone large, and also probably my most complex simple ship I'll ever make. As we can also see by the green lines that there are some moving compartments. Yes, Clang will not be happy when he sees this ship. Or will he? Well, he will nobble it up and probably turn off the structural blocks. The only way to do that is by reloading the whole damn world. And as we wait, we wait, we wait, until in the end, the Space Engineers follows us again. This could also be my SSD not working as purposely folded. Alright, so we see it's still work in progress. This is still a grey out box of the shape, same as the whole engine section, and the nacelles have some yeah, design flaws. And I tried putting a mass drive in here, but figured out that when you put it inside the ship, it won't work anymore. So, let's get to the ship. And how this works is you get up down here, and luckily we now have our magnetic boots. So, small ships gone large are not that big of a deal anymore. So we can actually walk them. Alright. We see that our sim speed is great again. We come to one of these main cargo compartments, which still needs one of the walkways that goes all the way from the back to the front to get to the turret up front. So these are 4 copies of each other, and then I go to this little thing over here. I check all the rotors. I unlock them. Hope I don't explode. I unlock them, but nothing is happening. Probably because it's calculating all the terrible things that are supposed to go. Ah, and now reverse them. There we go. The whole ship opens up as it is supposed to in the Star Citizen universe. So this way you can easily load in cargo and out of the ship, and we also see that it deploys its landing freeze, which probably needs a bit more bulk, but that will be for when I'm... Goddammit, Joe. Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep being such a man, walking on my face all the time? At least he's entertained. So yeah, that will make the whole compartment go out of its way, and then you can just stack your cargo containers in there or do something else. Probably... of course now I have a Dragonfly in my disposal. I didn't last time I checked this one out. And supposedly the Dragonfly is the one ship that is supposed to actually go into a caterpillar. So let's see if we can, in Space Engineers, how many we can fit in one little space. And apparently not one. At least not the regular way, but we can do it the sideways way, and probably can stack 2 upon each other. So yeah, we can